Welcome to the Mindfulness Meditation Podcast presented by the Rubin Museum of Himalayan Art, a global museum dedicated to bringing greater awareness and understanding of Himalayan art to people around the world. I'm your host, Tashi Chudran. Every Thursday, we offer a meditation session at New York Inside Meditation Center that draws inspiration from an artwork from the Rubin's collection and is led by a prominent meditation teacher. This podcast is a recording of our weekly in-person practice. The description of each episode includes information about the theme for that week's session and an image of the related artwork. Our Mindfulness Meditation Podcast is presented in partnership with Sharon Salzberg and teachers from the New York Inside Meditation Center, the Interdependence Project, and Parabola Magazine, and supported by the Frederick P. Lenz Foundation for American Buddhism. And now, please enjoy your practice. Good afternoon, everyone. Tashi Delek, and welcome. Welcome to the Rubin Museum of Himalayan Art's Mindfulness Meditation Program here at this beautiful space at New York Inside Meditation Center. And I'm Tashi Chudran. I'm delighted to be your host today. I'm the Himalayan Programs and Communities Ambassador, and so thrilled to see so many familiar faces as well as new faces. The Rubin is a global museum dedicated to presenting Himalayan art and its insights, and we're so glad to have all of you join us for this weekly program where we combine art and meditation. Inspired by our collection, we will first take a deep look at the work of art we've chosen today, and then we will hear a brief talk from our teacher, Gegye Yongyal Tulku Rinpoche. I'm so happy to and honored to have you back. And then we will have a short sit, about 15 to 20 minutes for the meditation guided by Rinpoche. Let's take a look at today's theme and artwork. The artwork for today's session is this beautiful Tara in her pure realm, Kadiravana. Tara is known as Dolma in Tibetan word. Its origin from Tibet, dated 19th century. This is mineral pigment on cloth. And this is about 63/4 into 37/1/8 into 1/8. It's a beautiful scroll painting, and traditionally it's called Tanka in Tibetan word. So October, we're exploring on the theme of fluidity. This painting of Tara in her pure realm evokes peace and serenity, and Tara is portrayed in all of her forms. There is a graceful flow from one emanation of Tara to the next, inspiring us to strive for balance and fluidity. So Tara is completely enlightened Buddha who is promised to appear in the form of a female bodhisattva to benefit all beings. Tara emanates in 21 different forms, and the 21 form, as you can see on a closer look here, Tara's 21 emanation are on the above this halo circle. Often Taras associates with certain role, and some of the most common and the popular ones are white and green Tara. And white Tara associates with longevity, although they are all wisdom and purity and compassion. So this painting depicts the pure realm of Tara, where she is seated in her palace and surrounded by her 21 emanation arrayed around her. The praises to Tara addresses each Tara by name, emphasizing their individual qualities and requesting blessings. And so here is the central figure of the Tara, and then below you see figures kind of looking upwards, inspiring and aspiring to be up in the realm of awakening. Practitioners would easily identify with these figures while reciting the prayers of them. Now, Kadirava Tara is one that reminds me during pandemic, one of the great Sakya teacher who gave Kadirava empowerments online because she's specifically known as a role to get rid of sicknesses, especially plagues and things like that. And so with that, I'd like to bring on our teacher for today. Our teacher is Yongyal Tulku Rinpoche. His Eminence Gegye Yongyal Tulku Rinpoche is an ordained Buddhist teacher and a prominent leader in the Kajug Nyingma tradition of Tibetan Buddhism. He holds a master's degree in Buddhist philosophy and has completed extensive meditation training as the third seed reincarnate Tulku of Gegye Tashicholing Monastery in Ngari, Mount Kailash. He was enthroned as the Tulku, which means reincarnate of the second Gegye Yongyal Tulku Rinpoche at Gegye Tashicholing Monastery. His Holiness the 17th Delva Karmapa conducted his haircutting and name-giving ceremony in India. Rinpoche has mastered key areas of Buddhist philosophy, including Pramana Sutra, Prajna Paramita Sutra, Madhyamika Sutra, Abhidharma Sutra, and Vajrayana Tantra. He currently serves as the president of Amala Center Nepal and the Himalayan Buddhist Australia. Since 2020, Rinpoche has been actively teaching Buddhist Dharma and contributing to society. He is a revered Lama in Tibet and China, focusing on the practical application of Sutrayana Buddhism, Vajrayana Buddhism, and modern Buddhist ethics. His teachings aim to cultivate loving kindness and compassion, fostering personal transformation and bringing individuals closer to their Buddha nature. Rinpoche, thank you so much for being here, and please help me in welcoming Gegye Tulku Rinpoche.
Yendo jiotsu nam guchi nyigi nyisi tise kain dan dola pemper chenam nam chi nyigi jiten den nu zaba kan kan dan yendan debe. Tum nam na mana zo bunde di zo man yendo janju simber sokche sangi gine yumde la chasa lo puta la ine jone tami jangu le dojin tami wegi doa dol. Dolma guchi jesu la dala men jevin ki shabu mal la tete muma kunle dol zema dolma yumla chasa lo palden zo e lama rimboche dagi jiur peme te jonla kadin jembe gone jesungde uzung tu gen odu zal tu zo palden zo e lama rimboche dagi jiur peme te jonla kadin jembe gone jesungde uzung tu gen odu palden zo e lama rimboche dagi jiur peme te jonla kadin jembe gone jesungde uzung tu gen odu zal tu so tongmar jangju so tu gebarim boche saltav de sen nang warshu. Good morning and welcome everyone. It is a great joy and honor to begin today's session by invoking the presence of the noble Tara. So Arya Tara, she is like known as, like, if we try to understand the meaning, she is a swift liberator, a female liberator who is here to help all the sentient beings in samsara to reach enlightenment. So she is a very divine goddess, a very powerful being, not only in Buddhism and in our Vajrayana tradition, but also in Hinduism and beyond. So the female deity Tara. So to know, there are two main stories that we hear about Tara. So one is how Tara was formed. So Tara was there's a story Tara was formed from the teardrops of the great Bodhisattva Avalokiteshvara when he couldn't bear the sufferings of the sentient beings in samsara. So from the teardrop, the Tara was born. So this shows that she was born from compassion. And then another story that it was during the time of Buddha Dhunyadrupa. Yeah. So during the time of Buddha Dhunyadrupa, she was born as a princess. And during that time, she was a great practitioner. In the morning, she used to supplicate to the Buddha and make offerings to millions and millions of sentient beings. So, and then many monks and many practitioners came up to her and told her that if you have a male body, then you will be enlightened instantly. But she refused and continued to practice and gain enlightenment in the female form. So this shows Tara is a very, very compassionate being who is here for us to liberate all the sentient beings. And through her boundless love and compassion, she has vowed to stay in samsara to help us. So Tara is like a mother to all the Buddhas and all the sentient beings. So even to myself, my guru, my root guru, his main hidam is Tara. Whenever my root guru has time, he's always supplicating to Tara and he's always chanting the mantra of Tara. And I used to be very surprised why is like my guru always engaged in this, whereas there are so many other deities and other powerful goddesses. So why Tara? I asked my teacher. Then my teacher told me that during my root teacher's teacher, when he was in his 3 years retreat, at that time he had to choose one deity. So at that time, that my guru, he chose the deity Tara and then had a special connection with Tara. So it's like right now my Rinpoche, he supplicates, he has a very special statue with him, and it says the statue has spoken with Rinpoche, you know, out of faith. So that is why right now what I knew is like a photo, a statue, or any object, when we put our faith into it, when we put our belief and make offerings and like try to connect with them through meditation, chantings, receiving empowerments, transmissions, then we bring that into life. So similarly, all this, when it comes to life, it is not an external object who is gonna help us like eradicate. It's like by looking at them, we activate the inner qualities that we have. We activate our inner compassion. We activate our inner love. So that is how the process works. So without wasting much time, I would like to lead today's, I think, meditation session. So first, we will prepare the body postures, the 7 postures. So the legs in the crossed if possible. If you are seated, then just place it normally. Then your shoulders evenly and your neck straight. Then your hands either in this position or any meditative position that you feel comfortable. And your eyes, like I feel comfortable meditating, looking a little bit downwards. Some practitioners feel more comfortable looking upwards, and some like with their eyes closed. So however you feel comfortable. So first, when I ring the singing bell, we'll settle our mind by taking long breaths. So before we entered this session, our mind was very busy, and when we try to meditate, our mind is very restless and always moving here and there. So first we settle the mind by taking deep long breaths, inhaling and exhaling. Feel your breath flowing naturally like the waves. And stay in the present. Now today we are going to do the meditation of Gegye. That means visualizing a noble Tara in front of you. So right in front of you, imagine a white lotus. A white lotus, and on top of the lotus, there is a moon, white moon, which symbolizes wisdom and compassion. It is placed in like a moon disk. So now there's a white lotus. On top of it, there is a moon disk shaped moon. And then on top of that, there is the great noble Aryatara. Her left leg is a little bit inside, and her right leg is outside. Her right leg is slightly forward, and her left leg is folded in meditation. And her right hand is extended outward in the gesture of compassion, generosity, offering. And her left hand is in the mudra of refuge, centered in the heart, like this. So from her left hand, she is holding a white utpala. If you are comfortable with visualizing on white Tara, then you can visualize on white Tara. If you are comfortable in visualizing the green Tara, then you can visualize green Tara. Now, when you meditate on this, you might be tired, your mind might be running around. Again, bring yourself into meditation and look at the noble Tara. That is our protector, our savior, our liberator, who has been here from many, many times ago until we reach enlightenment. So visualize her hands, visualize her compassionate eyes. So now, as we have visualized an Aryatara right in front of you, now we will supplicate the Tara from her realm, and we'll visualize that a white beam of ray from the heavens of the Tara would strike the Tara in front of us, the Tara that we are meditating, visualizing. So as the white ray from the heaven of Tara strikes the Tara in front of us, her body, her mind becomes inseparable from the real Tara herself. So now the Tara that we are visualizing is a real Tara. She is a goddess, divine, so powerful. Try to feel the presence and blessings. Make offerings. Offer praises. And stay in that moment. Now the white ray of light, as it fills the Tara's body, that white ray of light, now it will strike you, it will strike all the sentient beings in the samsara, dispelling diseases, illness, suffering. And imagine that ray of light reaching in all directions to all the sentient beings, the beings in the hell, the pretas, the gods, everywhere. And it is destroying the diseases, illnesses, suffering of everyone. Now slowly dissolves the light. All of the light that was spread out, it all comes back to the Tara that we are visualizing right in front of us. And slowly that the deity, the liberator that we are in front of us, the ray of light and her, she's like dissolving slowly from her head, then down to the neck, and even from the bottom, the white lotus, the moon disk, reaching to the heart. Then imagine that ray of light shrinking and turning so small into emptiness now. Now there's nothingness, only awareness. Now stay in this empty state for a few minutes, for a moment. There is no longer you and Tara, only luminous wisdom, mind of emptiness. So after 1 minute, the session will be over. So try to focus for this last minute. So similarly, there are many ways of meditating and visualizing Tara. This is just one of them. So in my journey of practicing Tara, what I found most difficult was like meditating all the 21 Taras all together. Whenever I was able to meditate few Taras, suddenly half the Taras used to be lost. And I was like having some trouble. I really seek guidance from my teacher. Luckily at that time, I got a very good instruction from a very like he was a teacher in a retreat center. Then he taught me like all these forms of Tara, the 21 forms of Tara. It's not like something that you have to see everything so clearly. It's like all of these are inseparable from each other. So once you see one Tara clearly, you're seeing all the 21 Taras clearly. So that is the trick. So sometimes you might also be confused that, oh, I like Avalokeshwara, or I like Jump. I'm more into Manjushri. So these are all like Buddha's heart sons who is there to only activate the qualities that we already have inside us, the Buddha nature inside us. So when we try to feel like distinguish that this is more greater, this is more less, then we might create some karma for us. Instead, visualize inseparable all of these bodhisattvas like Jambeya, Manjushri, Cherezi, or Dolma. Then it is more easier and more fruitful. Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much, Rinpoche, for that beautiful visualization teaching on Tara. Tara, also known as Dolma in Tibetan word, the liberator, the savior, the mother of all Buddhas, sitting in left leg folded, right leg extended, and the right hand in supreme generosity. So in the teaching, you ask her for help, and she bestows in a very swift form, as Rinpoche mentioned. That concludes this week's practice. To support the Rubin and this meditation series, we invite you to become a friend of the Rubin at rubinmuseum.org/friends. If you are looking for more inspiring content, please check out our other podcast, Awaken, which uses art to explore the dynamic paths to enlightenment and what it means to wake up. Available wherever you listen to podcasts. And to learn more about the Rubin Museum's work around the world, visit rubinmuseum.org. Thank you for listening. Have a mindful day.